The Uganda State of Oil and Gas Sector feature is brought to you by Accord in partnership with Cisco, NTV with support from DGF. As presidential candidates comb the countryside seeking the Holy Grail, the question of how to manage the oil and gas resource remains at the heart of service delivery for a country grappling to reach the lofty middle-income status. The incumbent, President Yoweri Museveni, has conspicuously remained silent on the subject of oil and gas. He has previously promised to use the funds when the first barrel of oil is pumped out to uplift the well-being of citizens.
Hati equitable distribution, strukuja kwata majuta tukagabaganisa ti iwe rwakaikara twara ho majuta, iwe Museveni twara ho majuta, equal distribution equitable nija kurugamo ntegeka hata ntegekemu already it have ground nkati okureta ebombe ndo ekazahanu n'abakozi bengi abakwija kukora majuta abo bono ni bagonzi byokurya bagonzi byokujwara
But, going by the past record, there is ambivalence about the current government's track record. There are accusations that the government has not been squeaky clean in the area of transparency and accountability. For instance, after depleting the petroleum fund, government is now looking for other options to plug gaps in its pre-election year. Between 2017 and 2019, with the blessing of Cabinet and Parliament, Finance Minister Matia Kasaija withdrew a total of 770.3 billion shillings from the Petroleum Fund and channeled the money to the Consolidated Fund. Section 59, subsection 3 of the Public Finance Management Act 2015, as amended, ring-fences oil revenues to financing infrastructure and development projects only. It is not clear yet whether the funds were spent on these specific items. However, in August 2020, Uganda joined the Extractives Industries Transparency Initiative, or EITI. The Transparency Initiative is a global standard to promote the open and accountable management of the extractives industry. It necessitates the disclosure of information in the different value chains, from extraction to the receipt and sharing of revenues of the oil and gas and mining industry sectors.
The NRM Manifesto for 2021.
The NRM Manifesto is quite elaborate on the oil and gas sector. It specifically speaks about the development of the East Africa crude oil pipeline, the refinery, and the airport in Kabale, Hoima district. It also provides for a roadmap to execute key agreements by the end of 2020 in time for the final investment decision. Several presidential candidates have also spoken out on the oil and gas sector.
Roads and airports are being built now after oil was discovered. Speaks volumes. We in the FDC believe that had it not been for oil discovered here, those roads would never have been there. And that there's evidence, because all the many years that we have been with the NRM regime, you know, you've been neglected. We've been passing through Bunyoro, terrible roads, we get stuck in the mud, no development. But those developments are coming, not for the direct benefit of the Bunyoro, but for the benefit of those who want to take the oil out of here, who want to bring, you know, whatever equipment and have to pass through good roads in order to get to the oil that has been found here in Bunyoro.
There are issues with the jobs at the oil place, which people feel there has not been given a priority for the people who are local, indigenous to that place where the resource is. There are issues to do with the university, which are unique to this place. So there are quite a number of issues.
While campaigning in Bunyoro, the Alliance for National Transformation presidential flag bearer, General Gregory Mugisha Muntu, said the current regime cannot be trusted with oil money and accused the president of erroneously claiming that the oil resource is his. This is not General Museveni's oil. It is a national resource that must be utilized for the benefit of all Ugandans, Muntu is quoted as saying. Yet, whereas various candidates have specifically addressed the issue in their manifestos, they have fallen short of articulating the oil and gas policy amidst challenges such as the shift towards renewable energy. For the electorate that usually panders towards the politics of nitpicking and salvos rather than bread and butter issues, there are fears that the message on the oil and gas sector did not bear resonance. Gillian Nantume, NTV.
The Uganda State of Oil and Gas Sector feature was brought to you by Accord in partnership with Cisco, NTV with support from DGF.